Checking into a hotel, useful vocabulary. Now, if you've seen my story, most likely you saw these vocabulary items already. However, repetition is always a good way to make things stick upstairs. So let's review. Checking into a hotel, useful vocabulary, reservation, booking. Making a reservation or booking is important so you secure your room. This could be at a hotel, at a guest house, at an inn, at a resort as well. Check-in and check-out times. Now, in Trinidad and Tobago, check-in time is usually at 3 p.m. and check-out time is at noon. These are fairly standard times, but if you wish to make a change, you have to request this in advance, all right, to see if it is possible. Sometimes it is possible, and sometimes the room just isn't ready. But it's always good to ask a question. Reception or front desk, those are very important people to know because those are the people that can help you if you have questions, need some advice, don't understand the different amenities in the room, etc. You, of course, going to the hotel or guest house, you are the guest. Room key or key card. Of course, it used to be a key, an actual key, and they still call it a key, but sometimes it actually looks like a plastic card, like a credit card, and there's a magnetic strip in the back, so that's your key card to allow you to enter and exit your, well, to enter your room, because to exit you don't need it. Your room number, important, so you don't get lost. Confirmation number. When you are making your reservation or booking, you will get a confirmation number, and that is something useful in case they ask for it at the front desk. Your ID or identification is always important to have with you. You can carry your passport, always keep a copy as well. So if you step out to go sightseeing or enjoy some activity outside of the hotel, at least you have that photocopy on you. Leave your actual passport or ID in the hotel room where it's safe. Deposits. Some hotels require a deposit or they keep a copy of your credit card on file. And that way, when it's time to check out, you can make payment. The rate is the price or the cost of staying at that hotel or guest house or inn per night. Rooms. You have different types of rooms. It could be a single room, a double room, a suite, a standard room, or a deluxe room. Amenities or services, these are offered by the hotel, and you can check these amenities online, or you can even call and ask the front desk. Things such as Wi-Fi, housekeeping, where there is usually a little tag that they leave on the door if you require housekeeping, if you want housekeeping to wash the towels and so on, then it says it will be like green or red. Green, yes, red, no. Or there will actually be words on it telling you, yes, I want housekeeping, or no, do not disturb. Yes, do not disturb. So that means you don't really want anybody coming in to do any cleaning. You also have AC or heating. Now in the Caribbean, we do not even consider the option of heating because we have sun all year round. So heating is not an option for us, but we do love our AC because it gets quite hot in the Caribbean. Towels or linens. Towels, of course, for your personal use, showering and so on. And linens will be the sheets, the pillowcases in case you need extra ones. The minibar, be very careful with the minibar. Some minibars are very sensitive to the touch. If you move or even take out one thing, even if you haven't consumed the item, it may be recorded as if you actually had used it. So be very careful with the minibar. And an alarm clock. Or you can even ask for a wake-up call, which takes me to our questions. Possible questions that we can ask. Can I check in early? Remember I said you can ask for an early check-in or even a late check-out. Sometimes people want to stay a little longer because the hotel's really cool. You can ask, when is checkout? Could I have a wake up call at, let's say, 5 a.m.? Right? You may be away or at that particular hotel for work purposes. And in that case, you don't want to be late for meetings or meetings with your colleagues. So you can actually ask for a wake up call and they will call you from the front desk. Is breakfast included? Now, this is something you normally will find out before, especially if it's a work trip. You don't want to be in the position where you assume breakfast is included. You get there and then breakfast was not included. No, so you check that before. Most hotel websites include this in the information on the website. Do you have a room available? Can I get a late checkout? Which floor is my room on? Can I get extra towels or pillows? Where is the nearest ... You can fill in the blanks. Where is the nearest ATM? Where is the nearest pharmacy? Where is the nearest restaurant? These are things you can find out at the front desk. And if you think of any other questions, let me know. I will try to upload different situations and include vocabulary that will be helpful to you. If you think of any topics that I have not yet covered, let me know in the comments. Till then, see you for the next vocabulary challenge.